This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons taking on last year's national champions, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Demon Deacons will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will get the first possession of the game. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year. So we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's McGooligan. Throws to the back. Got his man. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Fires to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Santiago. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So Wake Forest offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hartman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The 12th man, Orton, standing at the Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got his man downfield. Got room to work. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Going right to work up top. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually, they already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. Scanning the field, it's McGooligan. Wide open downfield. Oh, not a touchdown, Texas A&M. He got a step and just dusted the field.
After starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Use the play fake, now to throw. And to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Hard running there. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work, looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous.
He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just...
Touchdown, Aggie! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it for a big play. Here he goes. Past the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rush is on him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. And here comes the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Good right down the boulevard. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. Can't make... With the kicker like that, a costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. On the move. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. Flips it out to the back. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to throw for it. Working that left side now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Wake. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Quarterback may change this route. Going over the top. Makes the grab on the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
That's good for a fighting.
Dropping back, it's McGooligan. Release to the back. It's caught. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Bring in the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention. Practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Connection to the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. He's now over 150 yards receiving, and the Aggies ready to go whoop.
Yeah, ready to go whoop, ready to celebrate. They're excited. And listen, when you can find these playmakers that you feature and you
got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better.
It's picked off in another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Offense in a bunch formation. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
That's good for a
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And with that run, goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force-feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Now the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab on the left side. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Demon Deacons in the hurry-up. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate moving.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's McGooligan. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Aggie. And they add 6 more for over that trip to the house.
Tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Off and running. Past the 10. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, I love the patience of this quarterback. Great job letting the play develop, buying a little bit of time. Receiver starts on the left side of the field. He comes all the way across to the right side for the big touchdown catch.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going. Get it out to the 36.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Dropping back, it's McGooligan. Pocket breaking down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff
turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Here's the handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Makes the grab over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw, it's Graves. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Gets open down the middle. And they'll knock him down.
simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right up the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll make the fair. The 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he is marked out of... After another big game, this aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. That'll put a smile on the OC's face to get a little breathing room. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. It's a running room. And he'll be out of bounds just short of the goal line, but man, are they in business now.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that one.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to throw. It's Graves. Under fire. Outside the pocket. Lets it go. Finds a man in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right?
Right down the gut of the field. Inside the 10. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Well, I think these guys have gone completely mental. They have lost their minds. The punt team is on the field, and they're in the red zone. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the air, it's Graves. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Hunt is on its way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Complete to the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Looking downfield on first down. Might be looking to run. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds a crease at the 20. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense will have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
To throw, it's Graves. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
Snags it down the right side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Makes the grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's McGooligan. Oh, they're after him. Got him downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw. To the end zone, and is picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Bust through behind his pad. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He fires one deep over the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. And wide across the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Offense in a bunch formation. The give to the tailback. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. He'll settle for... Good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. First play of the drive wants to throw. Back open in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Grabbed in the middle. It's Santiago. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. A&M comes back out with another first down. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them?
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.